What's going on, everyone? Playoffs are officially set. The New Orleans Pelicans just beat the Sacramento Kings, and now the East and the West is officially locked up. But let's focus on the West, because obviously that's where the Lakers are. So it looks like the path is going to be the Denver Nuggets, right? Got to go through Denver. Then you're going to follow that up with the winner of Minnesota or the Phoenix Suns. Which team would you rather play? If I had to be honest, I'd rather play Minnesota just because I think, yes, their size is tough, but I think every game we had were close. And the games that we did lose to them, we didn't have like LeBron and stuff, and we were still close and in it. I also think the lack of experience for Minnesota would go a long way in a series where things are tight. That's kind of why a lot of people are picking the Suns, because one, Phoenix has the firepower to kind of offset some of Minnesota's defense, but also they think push comes to shove, games get tight. You got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker versus Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns. Like, how does that work? Obviously, they still have Bradley Beal. So to me, the ideal road would be you beat Denver, you then play Minnesota, but I'll take either of them. I've said from day one, I'm not sold on Phoenix actually being a true contender this year. Obviously, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker are tough, right? It's a lot of offensive firepower, but I just think that they lack size. They don't have the defense. Lakers have held their own against them in previous games. I know people like to say, oh, well, they didn't have this guy, they didn't have that guy. Lakers will be fine in a 7-game series, I believe, against either of them. Then you have essentially Thunder and the Pelicans, which if the Pelicans had Zion, I think that could be a pretty interesting series. Like, genuinely, I think the Pelicans could make that series very interesting. Without Zion, I think it's just going to be really tough for them. So I think OKC wins that series, and then they play the winner of the Mavs and the Clippers. See, Kawhi's supposed to play for the Clippers, but Clippers are that team I just don't trust, right? So then you play Dallas, is my guess. I think Dallas comes out of that series. OKC and Dallas, I think, could be tough. I don't know. I kind of lean Dallas. We'll see how OKC looks in these playoffs. We'll see how Dallas looks. What does Dallas look like in tight situations with Kyrie and Luka? Is it kind of like you go, I go, you go, I go? Or do they kind of find that balance? Because at times, the Kyrie-Luka thing can look sloppy. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. And then if I had to predict, I actually think Dallas has a good shot because of the path that they're on. If they can get through the Clippers, I think that they may be able to get through the Thunder. So they could just kind of get to if they were in the Lakers bracket, I actually think they lose. Right? Like if they had to play, not even saying that they're the AC, right? But if they were in the bracket where it's like, okay, they got to play, say, like a Denver or whatever, and then they got to go into a Suns or Timberwolves, I think either of those teams could beat them. But I think the Clippers and then a Thunder matchup, I think, is actually a good matchup for Dallas. So I could actually see Dallas getting to the conference finals where the Lakers would have to play Dallas. I believe the Lakers can beat Dallas. We're on Kyrie and Luka, especially playoff Luka, could be really tough. And then, boom, you handle business, you get to the NBA Finals. So it's interesting. So I guess I'd have the Thunder and the Mavs making it out. They play each other, and then the Lakers and the and then I think it's tough. See, the Minnesota Phoenix one is the one that's tough. Ideally, again, I'd like Minnesota to get out of it, but can they slow down Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal? Right? I mean, on paper they have the defense. This season they look like they've had the defense, but playoffs are very different, and the way you orchestrate things, right? I worry about Minnesota's just kind of crumbling, and Phoenix done really well against Minnesota this year. They've had some good spots. They seem to know how to kind of handle them. So that I think could be interesting. I'm gonna say Phoenix wins that series. I kind of agree with many others. So second round would probably be Phoenix. But the way I look at it is that's great, right? Because to me, the Lakers have the hardest path to winning a championship. You go through the defending champions in the first round in Denver. Then you play Phoenix, or if you don't play Phoenix, still play Minnesota, where if they didn't lose Karl Anthony Towns for like 2 months or whatever it was, they probably would have been the 1 seed. So you're playing the team that just came off and are still, in many people's eyes, the favorite to win the championship. And then you go from that to, okay, now we're playing either a team that has been one of the best teams in the league all season, or the Phoenix Suns, who in the offseason, people were ready to hand them the NBA championship. I mean, when they went and got Bradley Beal, people were talking about why are we even having a season? Just give it to Phoenix now and stuff. I mean, I was saying in the beginning, again, it's all on video. I was saying in the beginning, I don't like this roster. I don't think Phoenix is going to be that great. Right now, it's the playoffs. We're going to find out, right? Phoenix wins a championship. I was clearly wrong, but I don't think that they're going to win a championship this year. But there are a lot of people all season have talked about that. Okay, so then we beat Phoenix or we beat them. And then you go play Dallas, or who has Luka and Kyrie, or we play the Thunder, who were the 1 seed. Like, what is anyone going to say? And then if we end up playing Boston, we beat Boston, like, what do you say? Like, what excuses are you going to have? We have the hardest road to get there. We were on the road the entire playoffs. We don't have home court in a single series, right? Like, so, like, what do they say? Like, it's wild to me. So, I like this, right? I've talked about it. Give me the smoke. Because again, we're either good enough or we're not, right? Would I have loved to be in the matchup where, you play the Thunder in the first round and then you get Dallas or whatever in the second round and then play whoever comes out of probably Denver, right? And now you got to play Denver in the conference finals. Like, sure, but you still got to go through Denver. And then why not get it over with now? Go through the harder road. That'll make you tougher. That'll make you battle-tested for when you go play Boston in the finals, which, maybe you get lucky and somebody beats Boston, but Boston should handle business and come out of the East. Now the Lakers are, what do you say? You win the chip. They have the hardest road. They were on the road the whole time. They were the 7 seed. What is there to say? Right? Like, I cannot wait for the grasping of the straws and the excuses and this, that, and the other. Right? Got to handle business. Said it all season. I believe in this team. I trust this team. First step is you got to get through Denver. Step 1. We're less than 24 hours away from that game. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Also, I am going to do the watch-along. So for those that made it this far in the video, hope to see you guys there. If you can, pop in. Let's watch the game together. I'll have me in the little corner and then the play-by-play and all that stuff. So be there for that. But, outside of that, it's just I'm excited for this road. It's tough. Tough road. But to me, that is what I think will harden and build this team. Because, again, you beat Denver. Now you have all your momentum, all just the confidence in the world. You took down Goliath, got the monkey off your back. Dark clouds start fading away. Sunshine starts seeping through. You're feeling good, ready to go. Right? Let's do it. Give me the toughest path. Give me the toughest road. So that way when we win, what are you going to say? There's no excuses. Right? If we lose, again, then we weren't good enough. Sucks, but that's the reality. Again, every year, one team gets to say that they were good enough to win the championship. The other 15 teams don't. Right? The other 15 teams. Right? So every year, one team gets to say we were good enough to win the chip. The Lakers are or they're not. I believe that they are. And we're going to have the toughest road to get there. Good. Give me the toughest road. Give me the hardest path. So that we know, what is anyone going to say? I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm looking forward to this. And I believe the Lakers are going to get this done. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think yes, give me Denver, give me Mini or Phoenix, give me Dallas or Clippers or Thunder, whoever, and let's go win this chip. Because I think that we win it. But again, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.